and thank you for tuning into The Ground Sound. My name is Ben.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Josh.
And we got so very much to talk about today, gentlemen.
We do. We also have a special guest.
We do. But everything from over to underneath the ground. Not to get ahead of ourselves here, but yes, we do have a special guest in with us. We have the
one and only
Robert Jon from Robert Jon and the Wreck.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good. I'm doing great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Great to have you in here.
Yep.
Happy to be here.
Is this your first time hearing of The Ground Sound here?
No.
No.
I've listened to every episode you guys have.
You're lying.
Yeah, that's
you're a
bullshit.
liar.
It's the truth.
I don't believe one word you're saying.
Ask
Anyway,
around.
we're happy to have you in, man. We'll be talking with Robert here in a little bit at the end of the show. But in the meantime, we're going to go things like business as usual. Starting with beer.
Beer.
We're
drinking a ton of different beers today.
All kinds of beers.
All from different breweries.
Everyone has their own beer.
Yeah,
We
that's
do.
right. I think I'm drinking the Rodenbach. Is that how you say that?
You can call it whatever you want. I call it Rodenbach.
Rodenbach is also a good pronunciation. I don't know what it is. What is it?
It is it's aged in oak vats.
nice.
It is a unique Belgian ale, I think, known as a Flemish red brown.
Flemish.
Flemish.
Yeah, it looks a
Yeah.
little Fleming. To be
It tastes
honest.
it tastes a little fun.
It's a little sour.
Yeah, it's a mild sour. It's like that gap between wine and beer, and it lies somewhere in the middle of that. But it's tasty.
It is very tasty.
It's tasty.
I
And
dig
the,
it.
and the other two, we got two San Diego breweries. AleSmith, probably one of my favorite breweries, and Stone. And I picked Stone because that's just like a flagship, that was my introduction to craft beer, was Stone.
Yeah, exactly.
They're one of the biggest names out there.
Exactly. So drink their stuff too if you want to get into craft beer because it's not too risky, but they have the good, solid lineup. So drink their stuff. We're not going to talk any more about them because once again, I bought the beer.
Aw.
So if you want me to talk about your brewery, guys,
Send that shit.
Free.
send it over. Send it over. Anyway, so we're going to clink. Cheers to Orange
Cheers.
County music. Long live the OC Underground.
Woohoo.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's all right.
Would you give us a beer pour, Josh? Very nice.
There we go.
Very, very nice.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
You're
All
welcome.
right, what's up first?
Cool. All right, we'll start with Discovery. Today, we're talking about, in the local realm, Moonsville Collective.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic band, man. I've seen them live, a dozen times, and they always blow me away. Whether they're playing at House of Blues or they're playing at Memphis down in Costa Mesa, Memphis Bar, that is.
Or whether they're playing at the House of Blues in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah, that was a great
Because
show.
they do that too.
They have done that as well. And because you're here, Robert,
Yeah.
you've played with them before, actually. Well,
Yeah.
played with them as in you've actually been on stage while they're doing a number.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're a great band. The guys know what they're doing, and
They do know what they're doing.
they're there to have fun and to play good music while they do it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's bluegrassy, it's folk. I mean, you name it. They got this real rootsy. I think that's the classification.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
roots American music. It's just fantastic.
Oh, shit. Let's play the first song then.
Let's do it.
All right.
This first one is called Monday Someday by Moonsville Collective.
Her legs like a fence post, eyes green as spring, bourbon by the bottle, smoking like a chimney, feathers in her hair and Persian earrings. 2:30 in the morning and she's calling me. Monday somebody, Tuesday nobody, Wednesday I slept like a baby, and Thursday I cried. Friday and the weekend, oh Lord, we got high. Now I'm back to Monday, got you on my mind. I'm talking like a dreamer, acting like a fool, sinking like an anchor while clinging on to you, acting my best like a baby. Thursday I cried. Friday and the weekend, oh Lord, we got high. Now I'm back to Monday, got you on my mind. Sitting in the barroom, drunk as a dog, thinking that this whiskey will get me closer to God. Closing my eyes, seeing you in my dreams. These small city bars have got the best of me. Monday, somebody. Tuesday, nobody. Wednesday, I slept like a baby. Thursday, I cried. Friday and the weekend, oh Lord, we got high. Now I'm back to Monday, got you on my mind. Monday, somebody. Tuesday, nobody. Wednesday, I slept like a baby. And Thursday, I cried. Friday and the weekend, oh Lord, we got high. Now I'm back to Monday, got you on my mind.
Yeah. That is a lullaby, American lullaby right there.
Yeah, that
What
is.
that is.
I
And
was-
that's a cringer. It's just it's a deep
cringer?
yeah. It just,
what does that mean?
Cringeworthy. You know, it's just it makes
Sounds like
you
a bad
that's so,
thing.
Yeah,
so
that
many
makes-
feels, so many feelings. You know, it's just it's good.
Maybe it gives
Yeah.
you the chills.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
I don't,
Not
I don't think cringing
Yeah,
is the right
cringing
word.
is something kinda
like,
All right,
like,
you're right.
like I think
All
a
right.
cringing, like nails on a chalkboard, will make
Yeah,
you
exactly.
cringe.
I chose
yeah.
the wrong words, guys.
There's
I'm
the
really
door.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben, leave.
I will see myself out of here. Really, really great stuff. We were talking during the song. Bobby, you said that the first time. I'm sorry, Robert. Robert.
It's okay.
Well, that didn't last long, did it?
You said you were talking about the first time you saw them. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, the first time I saw him was at the OC Music Awards live band showcase. That'd be 2 years ago. So not last year, the year before that. What year was that? 2000.
it
It doesn't matter. 2012. 2012. And then after that, we played with Devious Means for their CD release at the House of Blues, and they played in the middle of House of Blues, in between the bands that were going on the stage, and I think that's when I first met them and had more of a conversation with those guys, other than just, hey man, nice playing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
yeah,
really
and
cool the
they've-
way they did that too.
Yeah.
They
And
were
it
the
was
first
awesome.
group to see that
Yeah.
I've ever seen do that, and I don't know if that was a mix of them and Secret Chief or whoever was putting on
Yeah,
the event.
but it was
and
really
Devious
cool
Means
being-
had a big
sorry.
deal with making that happen. I think it was
Okay.
kind of their idea, Moonsville's idea, in that. But
I just remember being at the show and thinking, how cool is it? You get to watch one band, and then as soon as they finish, you just turn a
You
180,
turn around, yeah.
and then you watch another.
It was just like a wall of music the whole
Yeah.
time.
that was a great show too.
It was a
that
good
I agree.
huge show as far as people attending it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that's when also silent comedy started making an appearance out here in Orange County as well. To
Well,
a point,
I
at least
mean-
and identify a little bit to a point with the Orange County.
I played
scene.
with silent comedy at E-Vocal, which was an old venue across the street from Detroit Bar in like 2007.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So they've been doing
Wow, I
stuff
didn't
for
realize,
longer than.
Interesting. See, I didn't know that.
Well, here I am.
I'm learning.
Fact checker.
Wow.
Fact checker.
We got our
extraordinaire.
fact check right here.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
That was the first time I've seen Silent Comedy play in a while up here. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they took I don't think they did. I think they've been doing it hard for way too long. But we're not talking about Silent Comedy. We're talking about Moonsville Collective.
You got it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
We just derailed right there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry,
And,
just a wealth of knowledge was coming out. I'm just sitting
it
here
just pours
listening. Yeah,
out of my
Well,
pores.
would you cap it up, man? We gotta stay on target. Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
stay on target.
Yeah, but the Moonsville guys, unbelievable. And the thing is, they don't really incorporate too many electronic instruments in there. I think if anything, they have like a slide guitar, guy soloing, but they also can do just a 2-piece. Or like you get the whole group in there. There's like 7 guys, 8 guys, or whatever the case.
Even the drum kit is just a tom
Yeah.
and a snare.
Yeah, it's
Got one of those like jungle kits.
it's the most bare bones thing you'll see out in this area that just sounds like you're walking down the street in the when would that be?
And I've never seen more fans in the audience have a better time than when they're playing.
Yeah,
It's one thing to see a great rock band, but like they pack the house when they play, and no one leaves that show and says, "Oh well, I had
were
I had okay time."
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, yes,
Smiles on every face.
more mandolin.
I think my favorite venue I've seen them at is at what's that whiskey bar in Santa Ana, Memphis. I like seeing them there. Just 'cause, you're outside. It's like kind of like you're in somebody's backyard because you get the wood fence all around you, and you're just getting the sound from them. There's not too much to do going on live production. It's just something to see. It really is.
I think last time I was there when they played, it was standing room only.
Yeah,
Were you at
actually,
that show?
I was.
People
there.
were standing on the benches.
That's
like,
where
you
I
couldn't.
was standing on the bench.
People were standing outside of the venue watching it from the fence.
Yeah.
Wow, that's rad.
I remember that.
I'm not surprised though. I mean, those guys are fantastic.
Yeah. It's funny you said that. I think Micah Brown was one of the guys who was peeking up behind the fence. He was like a Muppet. It's like, hey guys.
He doesn't do that a lot, I
He,
think.
he does. He
Just
just
little-
kind of makes his appearance in the back. And you just see this beard just
You
glide
feel
by.
his presence of the beard,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I know Mike is here somewhere.
He's watching down on us.
Yeah.
Cool. That was some cool tidbits. Let's play the next track here.
Cool. The next track is called Millionaire.
Yeah, this shows a different side of these guys. We went from kind of solemn to this will be a little bit more fun.
All right, here we go.
Go white, go black, go we get rich. Go white, go black, go we get rich. Oh boys, better settle them ponies quick. We're gonna be millionaires. Buy that pick and pan, we're heading out west. Deadwood, North Dakota, headed out west.
All right.
Yeah, not enough time.
There we go. Yeah.
We talked about it. We gotta play 2 full tracks.
Yeah,
we
you
have
know what?
to.
We're gonna start doing that.
We
We'll start
didn't.
doing
We
that.
didn't get a whole thing of it. Sorry. What? Yeah, I
I'm just.
You.
I mean, after listening to all of your podcasts,
Sure.
I'll just give you my opinion.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I think I like the fact that you get one full song. You understand who the band is. You get a full song, and then you get a clip because that makes you want to go listen to them.
All right.
As
look at
a
that.
listener,
Wow.
Okay, that's
Look
good. That's
at
good.
that.
This is like the
Yeah.
first time we've gotten some good
Some
feedback.
Yeah.
Bobby, I think you're the only person that listens to our podcast.
Yeah.
I
He
might
accounts
be.
for all 100
I-
YouTube views.
we got our one fan in the
There
house
we go.
today. Yeah, all 100% of them.
You're welcome.
Cool. I like that feedback. But all right, well, we won't miss
Okay.
with that formula.
Yeah, I mean,
then.
yeah,
Okay.
it's working.
Do you agree, listeners at home?
You let us know in
Yeah.
the comment section below.
Exactly.
Please.
So that was Moonsville Collective. They're out of where are they? Costa Mesa is where they're out of. You can find their music on Bandcamp and on iTunes, or check them out on Facebook. Type in Moonsville Collective. I think they're the only thing that pops up.
See them live. I think that's
That's how you
Yeah.
get the experience.
That's how you
yeah.
get the experience. See them live. And
I mean,
they
much
are-
like every band we've kind of discussed.
That is true. That is true. But there's a whole energy about these guys, and it's not just about the music and what they play and where it transports you to, but it's about the energy that they produce when you're at the events. It's I can't even fully describe it, but it is something very captivating about what they do.
Did we do our research? Do we know when their next show is, if any?
They're playing. Well, this will be
Thank you,
aired
Bobby.
on Monday. They're playing tonight, but that's.
Where are
Okay.
they playing tonight?
They're playing at Pappy and Harriet's out in Pioneer Town.
Okay.
But as far as a local show, I'm not sure. I think
Pioneer
they
Town.
have shows in San Francisco coming up.
Oh yeah.
I could be totally wrong. I think they do.
Okay. if you're wrong in the show, you just get hate mail nonstop.
Yeah,
That's
it's crazy.
That's
That's
how it
fine.
goes,
I already
yeah.
get that already.
All right, good.
Nothing changes in my life.
You got it. Very cool. That's Moonsville. Check them out. Support them. They got some great stuff. Let's move on. We kind of put it in Robert's hands to give us some selections from his time on the road and people we played with for the regional. So today we're talking about Smooth Hound Smith.
Smooth Hand.
We've had a heck of a time
Yeah.
with this band name.
For some reason, I was looking at the word and I thought it was smooth, not smooth.
It's
like
not
an
smooth.
idiot.
It's not smooth.
Yeah, so Smooth Hound Smith.
Smooth
And
Hound Smith.
I'm looking at their Facebook page and it says that they're out of their hometown is Nashville and Los Angeles. Not sure what that means.
They go back and forth. I think they're originally
Oh.
from Nashville, but they spend a lot of time in L.A.
Very cool.
Oh, gotcha.
And,
Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't while we were on the road. We didn't meet them on the road. We met them actually at a King's Inn event,
Oh, cool.
and I sent you like 4 of the ones that we met on the road. But
Great. Yeah.
And he shows the one that they met in Orange County.
but no, we met them at a King's Inn event. Sean Rosenthal puts on those King Inn events at Detroit Bar in Memphis.
Oh, cool.
And it was one of the bands that you watch for the first time. You have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
And you walk away just wanting to know more and wanting to listen more. And I don't get that a lot these days.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I'll
yeah.
see a band, okay, they're cool, and then forget about them. But they're one of those bands that I went home and listened to them and looked at the next shows, and
Yeah.
they have a good feel and they know what they're doing. And
It looks like they play as a 2-piece. Is that what
yes,
they did live?
it's a 2-piece. It's a I think his name is Zach. I don't really fact check. He plays guitar and he with his feet he does bass.
Yeah, Zach
kick
Smith.
and
He plays
snare.
guitar with his feet?
Wow, that's
No,
something you don't
hold
see
on.
very often.
That is unbelievable.
Kick
you
and
serious?
snare with his feet. Kick and snare with his feet.
That's
and
a
he plays,
whole different animal,
He plays
man.
guitar with his hands.
He's actually a monkey.
And he sings, and then
She?
Kate,
That was a hard
Catlin?
word there.
Catlin Doyle. Looks like that's her name.
she sings and plays tambourine and the wood block sometimes,
Some
and
percussive instruments.
yeah, it just once you hear the song, you'll get what's going on.
All right, well,
But
let's
they're
play.
great live.
Yeah, that's a good segue.
All right, so this is Get Low by Smooth Hound Smith.
Holding court with your boy at the bar without a care, frozen still and no. All I do is stare. Well, I know it's been so long, not looking for a fight. I don't want to be alone. I get low,
Get low,
all the time. You know.
get low,
You're always on my mind, yeah. Getting low
Get low, get low.
all the time. You know,
Get low,
you're always on my mind. Yeah. I get low
get low,
all the time. You know,
get low.
you're always on my mind. Yeah. Always on my mind. I know you get low like me. Don't you get low like me. I know you get low like me. Don't you get low like me. I know you get low like me. Don't you get low like me. I know you get low like me. Don't you get low.
Yeah, what a great freaking song, man.
Love that
That
song.
was
Just
Yeah, it's groovy.
it was like bluesy.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
Get
funk.
Low is
Yeah.
the name of the song, and that's a perfect title for that song.
It's freaking
Just- oh,
sexy
Getting
as hell,
Low.
man. It's just sexy.
Baby making music.
It is baby
Amen.
making music. It's bluesy. It's groovy. It's got some soul to it.
So
And it sounds great live too. I mean,
Yeah.
the recording sounds awesome.
How
I
did they
think-
pull it off live, by the way?
Yeah,
'Cause
I wanted to ask that too.
do they
I
have like a
mean-
bunch of touring musicians play with them?
No,
or-
it's a two-piece. It's
Wow.
him on guitar, and he's a phenomenal guitar player. So he just does stuff on a guitar that I don't even understand. But I don't understand a lot about guitar. No, it's just them two, and they do that. I mean, I think on the recording, all that's on there that isn't a guitar and the bass, not bass, it's called a kick, and snare is just a little organ thing going on.
yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it's
somehow it
does some-
sounds so full.
It does,
I
yeah.
don't know what
Yeah.
the deal is. How they pulled
do,
it off.
do they have an organ on stage or in the live show, or is
no,
that something in?
nope.
that
It's
they do in the
just it's
studio?
legitimately just like guitar with him playing with his feet,
Yeah.
the percussion stuff, and then her playing a tambourine.
God, that's
Wow.
so cool.
And it sounds amazing.
I would love to hear that. Yeah.
All right, so check them out. Smooth Hound Smith on Facebook, on Bandcamp, on iTunes.
Do they dual front it? Is one person take over lead more than the other? Is she doing more?
No,
of the
they kind of go
backing?
back and forth. I
Yeah.
mean, I think he sings more lead than she does.
Gotcha.
But she does sing lead on a couple songs.
Cool.
But yeah.
But then she's probably like constantly harmonizing.
Oh yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's such good stuff and diversity. I think that when we play this next track, like they go all over the place.
Yeah.
It's hard to really pinpoint their sound, but it is, I mean, it's again kind of rootsy Americana music, where it'd be from blues to folk to I think there's even like some bluegrass influences in this end here. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff.
Absolutely. So the next clip we're going to play is called Young and Golden. Enjoy.
Though we're loaded, still know which way is north. I think you know. See eye to eye. I don't have the time. Sit and wonder why. Sit and wonder why.
There you go, guys. That was great.
Yeah.
Thanks for the warning. Yeah,
That was a terrific song.
so
though.
very good. Oh, who's the fiddle player?
Oh,
Did she do that,
No, that's not listed on her.
or is that just another one of these possibly studio things?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Gotcha.
maybe she plays the fiddle in the studio,
Yeah.
but I've never seen her play it
Gotcha.
live.
Now, where'd you say you saw her at the Detroit?
Detroit bar, yeah.
Very cool.
Twice.
So they have come back since.
They've played
you
like
first caught
2 Kings Inn events.
Nice.
That I've known about, and I know they're playing in LA this month. I don't.
Cool.
There's some. I don't know what bars. I mean, let's look that up.
Yeah, I got it right here.
They are playing.
Thank you,
A lot of
Facebook.
LA shows. Oh, they're going to New York at some point. Mm.
Cool.
Oh, so they're all.
Yeah,
over
they're
the
all.
place.
No, this is all old shit stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have any shows coming up.
Well-
List-
well-
oh no, just kidding. Right here, December 28th, Los Angeles. December 5th, Los Angeles.
All right, so you have
Those
to catch
are-
them next
those are
month.
2000.
You'll have to be a little
Oh.
patient.
Yeah, these are not even this
Yeah.
year. So,
So we'll post it up somewhere or something like that. But yeah, it sounds like that they're a heck of a band live. So
Yeah.
we'll have to confirm that
Yeah.
by going to a show
Yeah,
next time.
definitely.
But I trust you. I trust your judgment on this one. So
Thank you.
They get my endorsement as well. Really good stuff, and thanks for the discovery. I'm adding that to my repertoire there.
Yeah,
There you
that was a great little band.
Cool. Let's move on.
It's time for a segment we like to call
book club.
Book
Everybody, book club party, book club, everybody, book club day and night, book club's really tight.
We do.
Woo!
Book club.
So we let you know last week that we're doing Less Than Jake, their new album called
See the Light.
See the Light.
See the light.
It was released November 12th, so a couple weeks ago.
All right, well, it was last week. Or no, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
No, listen. I was a fan of Less Than Jake.
You were a fan?
This album.
Implying you are now not a fan.
No, I'm not now a fan. I'm saying that going into this album, I was rooting for them. I thought that the album was flat and watered down everything that they used to be. That's my honest opinion.
So 10 out of 10.
What I want to say is 10 out of 10.
I completely agree with you. I went in with the mindset that you had too. I was really hoping that they came out with a solid record, and yeah, it didn't meet my expectations.
Yep.
Feels kind of like a shell of their former self in a way.
It does. Like the brass section seemed cliche. Seemed a little cliche at moments.
Yeah.
Both vocalists, I heard some apparent auto-tune. And
Wait, are you serious?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, especially on the tail end of the album, there was a couple really deliberate moments of auto-tune. And that was unsettling.
Wow.
The lyrical stuff it was just so flat. It was so flat for me.
What about you, Bobby?
I was a fan of them back in the day, but not like early '90s Less Than Jake, like the Anthem.
Oh,
and,
Anthem. That was the
yeah,
album. We were
that's-
trying to
yeah.
remember.
Borders and Boundaries.
Yep.
Hello Rockview, I think, was before
was-
Borders and Boundaries.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I listened to them, and I'm not a huge punk ska fan now, but I listened to the record, and for what they're doing and what they did, I mean, I went back and forth in between the records, and I think for what it is, I mean, they made a ska punk record. I mean, sometimes the horns were cliche, but it's a ska band,
Yeah.
like
no frills,
yeah,
bare bones, ska punk.
So,
yeah.
and I think that for what it is, I mean, if it came out in between Borders and Boundaries and Anthem, it would be better than it would be right now, in my opinion.
maybe that's.
I mean, it's been a while since they put anything out, right?
Yeah, exactly. There has been a lot of gap from the output.
And they've been
so
a band for like, what, 20 years?
They're one of these guys
Something
who's
like
been
that.
You
around
know,
the block.
and I mean, I think it was, if you like ska punk,
You're gonna like the
then
album.
You'll like the album for what it is. I
I
mean,
don't know. Maybe. See, I don't know if I can completely agree with you on that. I hate you.
Jesus.
coming from
Benjamin, come on,
that
man.
escalated a
All
little.
right, no more beer for you. Oh wait, I need some of yours.
Yeah, no, go for it. No, I don't know. Maybe
finished.
maybe I was expecting something back from what I used to listen to off of Anthem, because you know what, that album was filled with strong hooks. There was some real good musicianship on there. I think you said it best, Derek. It's just there was like a shell.
Yeah,
of
I don't know. I mean, yeah, like you listen to it and it's still, you can definitely tell it's still Less Than Jake.
It is Less Than Jake.
But just, it didn't, I don't know why, it didn't catch on with me the way the other albums have.
Yeah.
Well, you guys want to rate it? I'm not going to rate it because I didn't listen to it. So.
Good job. Someone didn't do their homework.
You listened
I
to
did
some of
not.
it, Josh.
I listened to two songs. Well, here's the thing, dude. I
I
am not familiar with their old stuff, and I only listened to the first two songs of this album. And I'm not a big ska fan. I love punk, but not ska so much. So either way, I don't think I would like it, only because it's a genre that I wouldn't really jump into.
That's fair.
So,
It is fair.
It
is fair.
So Derek,
I'm gonna give this album
10 out
a
of 10.
10 out of 10. It blew my mind. No, I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
Ouch.
Go ahead, Ben.
No, you go ahead.
Got you.
Ben, you're
Okay.
next.
Got you.
You're Ben. Come on,
What?
Ben.
Okay,
Ben.
I'll go. I'm giving it a 4.
You say ouch to my 5.5
seriously.
rating, and then you
so
you
wrong.
go lower.
4.
No, I was like I was advocating for the band. It's like, ooh, ouch.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not saying like, hey, grow a heart, man. I'm not saying that. But yeah, I'm giving it a 4. It didn't sit well with me. I'm sorry.
No love in the hood.
There's no love.
For what it is, for being a ska punk album and being less than Jake, I think I'd probably give it a 6.5.
All right.
Okay.
For being a ska punk album that just came out.
So we got a 5, 5.5, and a 6.5.
no, he gave it a 4.
Oh, 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
I did.
4.
Lowballing.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah.
Not a good review. So
Not solid. Yeah. Ooh, that's
Sorry,
that's
Lesson Jake.
that's a little sour.
Well, it's
I still have a lot of love for the band.
I do.
This album didn't make me hate them because they didn't. It's not like they completely detracted and they're doing something completely different.
They're still less than Jake.
They just
still,
missed the mark a little bit on making something that was, in my opinion, not up to speed with what they could do.
Yep.
That's my thoughts. Cool.
All right. Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey Ben, what are we doing at next week for book club?
Next week for book club. Oh yeah, we're gonna do. It's
J?
kind of an older album. We're gonna do Alt J's album called Awesome Wave, and I've listened to it. I want you guys to listen to it and viewers to listen to it, and we'll talk about it next week.
Cool.
And Robert, you got to listen to it too.
All right. Yeah.
I'll be
listen to it.
emailing you.
I think I've heard most of it.
Yeah, I've listened to it. It's a listen. So we'll listen to it.
It's a listen.
I don't want to give
Listen
anything
to it.
away. I don't want to give anything away on it. I don't want to give anything away. So that's what we're doing next week.
It's music.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Cool. Let's move on to a little segment that we like to call
News.
All right, and we got.
Wait, we actually have a jingle this time
Well,
around.
that's the jingle's background.
Yeah,
it's background.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We could have done the news thing. man.
I want to say this is how I want to do. I want to say news and then have the music start. So I'm
right.
gonna.
All right, do it again.
Should we
Do
do-
it.
so-
No,
wait.
first of all, before we go into it, this is courtesy of Steve. How do you say his last name?
Majora.
What?
Maggiore.
Is that really how
Are
you
you
say
talking
it?
about my Steve?
Yeah, you're Steve.
Yeah, Majora.
Majora.
Oh, it's that simple, huh?
Well, anyway.
I thought it was like Maggiore. Yeah.
He's a keyboardist. We've talked about him on the show before. He plays the keyboard with his face, whatever.
face and his fro.
And his hair, yeah.
And he put this together for me. So this is our news segment.
Wait, for you or for us?
For us. I'm sorry. I took all the credit. For us. Here we go.
Selfish.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. Oh,
This is news. Dateline.
how to catch a predator.
Anyway, to start off, we're going to talk about shows, what we have done, and what we're doing next week. God, this is really intense.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, I can't wait for you to just say what's up.
Last week, on Monday, we went to Against Me. Against Me! And it was unbelievable.
It was fantastic. What a great show.
There was a little bit of controversy around is the show going to be different because woman, her name was Tom Gable. She just went through a big sex change procedure. I don't know if the actual operation has happened, but
She now identifies herself as Laura Jane Grace.
exactly. And there was some controversy. Is that going to change the sound? Is her voice going to change? And it didn't. Not one bit.
Wow. So she's not doing like hormone treatment or anything.
She
is on
is.
hormones.
She is.
Yeah.
And it didn't change her voice at all.
Not her singing stage voice.
Interesting.
Like when she would be introducing songs, you could tell it was
It's like
like
a higher?
dainty, yeah, higher.
Dainty.
But yeah,
man.
when she started belting, it was same old like
So good.
gravelly,
Yeah.
just like
Crazy.
Yeah, it was.
It's good to hear. Good to hear.
Did she dress like a woman or a man?
She had a
woman.
dress on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she's wearing a dress. She's really taking to her new identity.
Great.
And
she's getting nothing but support in the community.
that's for sure.
That is fantastic.
Whoa!
You know?
Listen to that. Wow, very cool, very cool. So that was on Monday. Robert, did you go to any shows last week? What went down in the
I had to
world of
have.
Orange County? That's what I'm trying to recap.
Oof. What was last week?
Yeah.
Last week was Monday. I went to.
Last week was Monday.
I played a show.
Listen, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
I mean,
I think you broke it.
I know I went to. I can't keep track of anything anymore. My weeks turned into months. That's what
understood.
happens. I went to J-Red, Jeremiah Red at the Slide Bar.
Oh yeah, that's right.
very cool.
That's
That was last week, right? Yeah, I went there and
I
saw
think
them
technically
play.
it was week prior because it was on Saturday. It's like a week from today because we're filming this on Saturday.
Oh,
Whatever the case, it doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Well, I went and saw
But it's
them
still
play.
worthy. It's still
yeah,
worthy.
and they did a great job.
Nice.
I've
And
known
it was,
those guys for way too long and too close to them, but they did a great job. I mean, they kind of, it was like the introduction of their new drummer as like the first actual show.
And what's his
with the
name?
new drummer? His name is Gary.
Cool.
Yep.
No last name, just
And
Gary.
he was the old drummer for Nicole Vaughn and her lovely band.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
Nice.
and he did
I'm
a great
guessing he's
job.
pretty good?
And it was yeah.
Did I overhear you earlier saying that they did like half a set with Gary and
Yeah, and then they ended the set with their old drummer, Matt. So
Oh,
it was
very
kind of like a
cool.
send off for him.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
And,
very nice.
yeah, it was a good night, and they played with a band called the Jenks from LA, and they were awesome.
Cool. Very cool.
I probably went to another show that week.
It's okay. It's okay. That's what happened last week. What's happening next week? There's a
Thanksgiving.
number of things. Well,
Thanksgiving's happening.
Thanksgiving is happening.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yes, a big happy Turkey
Turkey
Day.
Day.
Take a look at our Facebook page. We got some big surprises coming up for November that Josh is in store. But
I mean, it's not that big. You kind of
Black Friday. Let's give it up for Black Friday as well.
Black Friday.
I
It's
will
just
never-
as important nowadays as Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
It is true.
Get all your electronic on sale things.
You know, I mean, I was gonna announce this, but I think you're more fit to be honest with you,
Selfish,
because you are playing in the show that's happening next week.
Besides that point, this Wednesday at Detroit Bar, King's Inn is putting on a benefit concert to benefit Down syndrome, and it happened last year as well. And a bunch of these artists are the same as last year, and it's the day before Thanksgiving. It's going to be fun. There's members of Jeremiah Red, Poor Man's Change, Moonsville Collective, who we talked about earlier today.
Oh, awesome.
As well as Reverend Barron, Cherokee Fade, Andy Carpenter, Annie McQueen, TZ and the Wranglers, Jameson.
Nice.
Just Jameson twice, just because that's how good he is. Ranger.
Wow.
What?
So Nicole Vaughn and Ranger is
Paul-
playing?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Ranger. David and Olivia, the Parker Macy Blues Band. I hear they're really good. The Parker Macy Blues
They
Band.
are.
I hear they're
Yeah.
exceptional
Yeah.
blues band.
Oh, you know what?
Agreed.
You played last week on Monday. That was
Yeah.
something you did last week. You played
Yeah,
with
but
them.
I'm not gonna go tell somebody that I played at it. Like that's just
Yeah.
that's even worse self-promoting than
I
like
suppose so.
Alice Wallace, which you guys have talked about before.
Cool.
Michael Rosas as well.
Yeah.
And Billy Kernkamp. So
That's a heck of a lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what time does that start? It's gonna be a long night.
it
Isn't
starts at 7.
Wow.
There's no lineup on the flyer or anything.
So
but
it goes
it's
till
Wednesday
7
night.
a.m., right?
Yeah, of course. It's Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving. So people that are coming into town from college or whatever. There's a photo booth.
Cool.
Oh, I'm there.
There's a raffle.
A raffle.
I'm definitely
There
there.
are prizes.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and 100% of the proceeds all go to the benefit. And it's also a formal attire suggested. So if you enjoy
so
wearing
it's a
nice
dapper
clothes,
party, huh?
I mean, you don't have to dress up.
Okay.
But formal attire is suggested.
That explains the bow
It's,
tie on the flyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
And it's acoustic, right? Everyone's
yeah,
will
I
be
believe
playing
so.
acoustic?
I believe so.
Okay. Wow. That's a.
I really want to
big-
go to that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I
huge.
believe so.
All right. It's a big lineup. I mean, is that
Yeah.
it's going to be a long event, or
I
everyone's going to
think
play?
I think
just
everyone's
2
going to
songs
play
or
a couple
something?
songs, a few songs each, and have fun with it. And then the 2 stages at Detroit Bar will be going on, so
Nice.
that'll help.
Wait, 2 stages
There are 2 stages?
at Detroit.
Guys, how are you? Yeah, come on
Wait,
now.
where's the second stage?
So they have the main stage,
Uh-huh.
Right.
and they have the little
Oh, in
stage
the
next to the
corner.
merch.
Yeah, in the corner.
They set that up.
Yeah,
Is that a
That's like,
stage?
that's like where
Is
the
that a
DJ
stage?
usually
Yeah,
sets
yeah.
up or something, right?
You're
Yeah, but they
being
have the
misleading,
live
man.
music
Interesting.
there, guys. It's
I've never seen live music performed.
Wow, you
but-
were so full of wisdom. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
you
he's so
Wow.
wisdomous.
Have me around more often.
You're like a bearded Buddha.
A bearded Buddha.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it.
You want to rub it?
Rub the
You know,
belly.
maybe after the show.
For
Maybe
the
after
viewers
show.
at home?
Yeah, I don't
Not
wanna-
on camera, guys.
Does the flyer say if there's going to be a cover of some sort?
You know, it doesn't. But it's a benefit show, so there has to be a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always got to make money.
I feel like it would be between $5 and $8.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if I'm wrong, I apologize if it's 10. But
And he will personally reimburse you.
I will personally reimburse every single person that listens to this podcast that goes.
So basically yourself.
Yeah.
Come on.
So that's really
It's me
exciting.
and my band, guys.
All right, that's good. That's good. We got 4 others. Cool. That's really exciting. That's a pretty good mix of Orange County right there. Very cool. Getting away from shows, a couple little tidbits of newsworthiness. I stumbled on this YouTube page where Muse is being interviewed, and I think this is newsworthy. Matthew Bellamy, in this 2-minute interview, said that he acknowledges the fact that, yes, we went more electronic on our last 2
Muse.
records of
Of
Muse.
Muse, yeah.
Yeah, what did I say? Did I say?
You just said Matthew.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And he acknowledges that he did, and now on the record they're working on now should be released probably early 2015, so that's a year away.
is so far
However,
away.
How is that news? That's over a year away.
They're because it's announced. It's going to be more rock based.
I'm actually
and they're going
looking-
right
cool.
back
Yeah,
to
I'm looking-
the musicianship and what Muse does best. Man.
That's gonna be
what they
awesome.
do best.
Did
That's
he-
true. Their last record, what was it called?
Not Resistance. It was one after that.
Second Law.
Second
Law.
Good work.
It was
good work.
very, very electronic. I mean, it
Yeah,
had some
yeah.
songs that
It was, but I mean,
They tried to go
They
dubby.
also had some cool like guitar
Yeah,
riffs.
yeah.
I mean, it was definitely
have
a
dubstep.
mix. There was
Yeah,
there was some.
I commend them for doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was a step in the wrong direction, but this is what I love about them. This
Get
is
'em-
why I loved them.
You think it's going to be like a Resistance caliber album?
I don't know.
Or are they going further back, like Origins of
Origins,
Symmetry?
yeah.
I could only hope. I don't want to. I
What did
would
he
hate-
say?
He said all he said was that we're going to focus
Ben,
more
just
on
play the interview.
musicianship and rock.
Ben, call him up
Yeah.
and ask him.
Yes, is this Matthew? Hello.
But yeah, are you?
What
Are you?
voice was that?
That's how I answer and talk on the phone to people. Yeah,
That's how I conduct interviews.
Is
Just-
this
Mr. Muse?
Yes, hello. This is Ben. Is Muse there?
Can you music for me, please?
Are you a fan of Muse at all?
No.
Are you not?
That's why I haven't said a word in
Really?
so long.
You don't like Muse, even their old stuff. Have you
I-
heard Origins of Symmetry?
I am not a Muse fan.
Have you
That's-
heard Origins?
that's fair. I mean,
have you heard Origins of Symmetry?
I have heard pretty much all their what they're working with.
Wow, man.
And that's see, I bring this
It's
up
okay,
and like
it's
I
okay.
get this is where I get my hate mail from earlier.
Right.
It's
Understood.
only because I'm an outspoken not a Muse fan.
That's fine. I mean, everyone's entitled
It's not
to their
fine,
own.
Derek.
No, Thank you,
listen,
Derek.
It's
Thank you.
not
Thank
fine.
you.
People either love or hate Muse. There's not a lot of people that are like,
Yeah.
type of thing. So
I mean, I know
understand.
their songs, like I could sing them to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
But
you're a fan.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
No.
That's fine.
But that's nothing
Yeah,
to them.
yeah,
They
yeah,
do. They are great.
Yep.
It's just
No, yeah.
my
To each
ears.
his own.
My
Yeah,
ears
to
don't
each his
like
own.
it.
It's
you
fine.
know?
It's fine.
See, that's
I
good
think
though.
Ben's
He's like,
pissed.
Ben, do you want to talk about this afterwards?
And
we need to
I think-
find.
this
some
is
sort
the
of
last
background.
time- duke it out
Yeah, this is
afterwards.
the last time we'll be promoting Robert John on the Wreck on the show.
yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm a big fan.
I
love 'em.
think some of our band members like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've heard Andrew talk.
Yeah, I
about
think
it.
Andrew likes. Andrew's seen them.
We've seen him too.
We've seen him.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, and yeah.
Yeah. So
I know you guys have,
Yes,
and I
it's
was just
true.
confirming that part of our band likes Muse and goes and sees them play.
All right, got it. So
And that's the
now-
only win for Band of Skulls. Didn't Band of Skulls open up for them?
Yeah,
He
but
probably only went for that.
that would have been awesome though to see. Have you seen them play Band of Skulls?
No,
They're
but
awesome.
I love them.
They're terrific.
They're awesome.
They're
Way
back in
better
the-
than
They're
Muse.
back in the studio too.
Great.
And
I've been
they-
wondering about that.
And they have there's a single out there right now, and it's really good. It's kind of like on the sweet sour side
Okay.
of things. I hope they go that
I love
direction
them.
with the new album, but that's exciting.
Cool.
I'm just gonna do maybe one or two more. The Bob Dylan finally released a video for Like a Rolling Stone.
Oh, so
it's about
good.
time.
That was an amazing video too.
Yeah.
Holy,
Really,
jeez.
I don't know if you can call it revolutionary. I haven't seen anything like this, you know. But
it's definitely the first of its kind. I want to say.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
definitely.
it's an interactive video, and it's very, very cool. Look it up. I don't want to give away too much.
Yeah,
so you
we
can
did
kinda play
post
with
it
yourself.
on our Facebook page. I think I don't know, sometime this week. So if you
Yeah.
scroll down a little
Yeah.
bit, it'll be there.
Yep.
But
Definitely take the
fantastic.
time to look that up.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. There's that, and Broken Bells. I think I mentioned a couple weeks back that they released a new single. I've been listening to it. It's so great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And they released the second short film for the album where they just kind of play like maybe 15, 30 seconds of every song with some visuals going on. And the album is set to release in January. So I can't wait. I'm a huge fan of Broken Bells.
That
I
should be
think
good.
It was one of the best marriage of supergroups out there, in my humble opinion, but so great. To keep things short, I think I'm going to call it a break there. Cool stuff out there.
Yeah, we're done listening to you talk anyway. So.
Totally cool.
Stop
Totally
it.
cool.
Stop it.
All right, so let's address the elephant in the room.
He is kind of an elephant, isn't he?
Yeah. So if you guys didn't notice, we have a special guest with us today. Robert John of what's the band you playing?
They're called Robert Jon and the Wreck. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now let's start there. Where did that name come from?
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
No, it's okay. But let us get into a little bit of what you do music. How'd you start?
How did I start music?
Yeah, I mean, did you go to school for?
where you're from?
I started playing piano in first grade,
Very cool.
and then I moved on in fifth grade to drums, and then drums were most of my life until I was about a junior. And I mean, I started playing guitar too, but it's it was like
It was like casual
drums, and it's like, oh, like look at I know a chord. Then like junior year of high school, I stopped. I was playing drums in a band, but then I started writing my own stuff, and then. The hardcore band that I was playing guitar in, we started up. Everyone has like a hardcore band in their past, I feel.
I think.
So
It's
that's
a rite
when
of
I started
passage.
playing
It's a rite
guitar
of
instead of
passage.
drums. That was a weird time in my life. I didn't
bit
have
of
to. I
identity
didn't have
crisis.
to. Yeah, and that was the same time that I was, listening to Identity Crisis. The
By
Thrice.
Thrice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice, nice tie-in.
Well done. Well done. I like that. Yeah, and then
Did you do that on purpose?
so
did.
on and so forth.
I didn't.
Started playing solo and started doing more things and touring, and then I needed a band because I just wanted one, and then the people just happened to pop up in the life, and then
Like, how did you-
Bada bing, bada boom. RJ and the Wreck is here.
How long ago was that?
Yeah.
When did you first play your first show as RJ and the Wreck?
As RJ and the Wreck was February 2011.
Wow, you know that right off the top of your head, huh?
I have to say it a lot.
Okay.
That's fair.
February 2011. So
Yeah.
it's.
And how many?
I'm not good at math.
How many original
Almost 3 years.
rec players are there now?
2.
You
That would be-
and-
2 out of the
Andrew?
4. Andrew and Steve were
Okay.
part of it from the beginning, and they were playing with me before we were the Wreck too.
Oh.
So before we had Derek and Kyle, which came out with we did the first album with them, which was still but it was still between the solo songs and the new Wreck songs. It was trying to figure out who we were at the time, but I mean I still love the record. But
Yeah.
and then
How'd you meet those two guys?
Derek and Kyle or Andrew and Steve.
Andrew and Steve.
I guess
and
everyone.
Yeah.
everyone. Well, now Chris and Nick are in the band, and they're great. We didn't lose anything. I mean, how do you say that?
If anything, I think you guys blossomed a little bit.
Yeah. Yes.
You really
yes.
came into
we
your
were we
own.
were a flower that was about to blossom.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Chris and Nick came into the picture, and then we bloomed.
Into a gorgeous
It was
rose.
And then bees started coming in to get our.
you got pollinated.
So I met Andrew through an ex-girlfriend of his. He was at the studio. She was playing with me at the time. She was playing piano, and he would come to the studio. And we went to college together at Citrus College, so we knew each other. But it wasn't like, "Hey, Andrew, how's it
Yeah.
going, man? You want to have a beer?" It was, but
Andrew, right?
Hey, you're a human. Hey, me
he
too.
was dating a really good friend of mine, and that's how we met. And the drummer that I was playing with couldn't go on tour, and Andrew was like, "Yeah, I want to go." And so he went on an acoustic tour with me, and then that since then.
Cool.
And that was a long time ago too. That was 2010, I think. And then Steve was just a part of a group of people who would always come out, and I played shows with a band called Rally for One, and he was good friends with those guys. So he was always around for a bunch of time, and then, so on and so forth. He played with me at some thing in LA, and now he's there.
Did you do music in school? I think I heard that sometime.
Yeah, in college.
In college?
I went to Cal State Long Beach to do percussion.
Cool.
And then I realized that my life should not be surrounded by learning how to play the marimba and the tambourine. So
But why not?
I went on to study songwriting, which you can't really study. It was like it was good class to meet the band.
Yeah.
It didn't teach me how to write a song because I don't really think you can teach that. But so I went to college for a couple of years. Didn't really achieve anything other than a band.
Hey.
Now, in your songwriting class, is that like music theory type things or like structure? How's that work?
It was. I couldn't tell you. It was.
You never went. No.
It was it was learn how to talk to a band and make them play your song.
Okay.
Learn how to vocalize different things in a song that you want to happen.
I gotcha.
Like
Interesting.
dynamics.
Sounds more like a director.
Or like leadership
Yeah.
class.
I have no idea what I did in college.
It's all.
But I was there.
You were
I got
there,
the units.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what
Which
matters,
obviously
right?
don't matter. And then Nick went to Citrus College as well as Andrew. So that's where those guys came from. And Chris, I met Chris through. He was Nicole Vaughn's in her Lovely Band's guitar player.
That's right.
Wow.
So I met him randomly a couple times and randomly again, and then more and more since we got closer and closer to that realm of things, and we need a guitar player, and Chris came in and instead of learning the songs how they are and like coming in and playing them exactly how we recorded them, he came in and was like, well, I'm going to play an open E and I'm going to play slide for the parts on your songs. Mm-hmm. What? That's not what we do. But then he started, and we were just like, okay, well, and he took it his own direction.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
And it was awesome. It was amazing.
He really added a new flavor to
to
the mix.
It was great.
It worked out really good.
And he's really freaking good, man.
Poor Nicole Vaughn though. I mean, her band is just like part of it goes to J Red. You get their guitar.
Well,
player.
yeah, but now she has Ranger and Ryan Radcliffe's playing with her now, and she has a good team. So
what did you say to me, Robert,
don't know.
when you got the two new players? Like you lost like 100 pounds of your band, and you gained another 100 pounds because of the two new players.
What?
It's really rude, Ben.
It could have. That's what you said to me.
I don't
man.
think I've ever said that.
You said those exact words to me.
No, Ben, come on.
Well, no, it was. I probably was joking about it.
You were
because
joking
the
about
two
it.
players that we lost were like rails.
Yeah, exactly.
And the two guys we got in the band are men.
Yeah, exactly. No, look, that's what you said to me. It was funny. I'm in no way prodding, but
We lost 100 pounds and gained 200 pounds.
That's what was said. Very cool. Now,
That's
you
how I met
guys-
them. Yeah.
What
That was a long conversation about how I met my band.
Seriously.
one of the reasons I wanted to have you on and we can talk to you a little bit is since I first found out about you guys maybe 2 years ago, you guys have always been able to go on I don't know if you want to call it national tours that is all on your own dime. You do it independently. There's no label involved. I wanted you to kind of talk about that experience a little bit because it's like it's this big idea for bands. Like you can't do it unless you have a record company to do it.
Yeah.
So why don't you walk us through a little bit how your experience
and what
is.
it takes.
So I
How you
started.
suffer through the whole thing.
Yeah. I started touring when I was still an acoustic musician. Okay. So I was playing at a coffee shop every Thursday night, and it was fun. And I was learning how to play the instrument. I was learning how to play in front of people and play songs that I wrote. Everyone has to learn that. You can't just like start.
Yeah, it's like an
the
experience
top,
that you
you
have
know?
to have.
And so, and I was like, well, I want to go on the road. How do I do this? And then, so I started calling venues and looking up colleges and venues and just booked an acoustic tour for 2 weeks. And
This is by yourself?
I went with one other buddy who didn't know he was going until 2 days before, and he played cajon and a cymbal and another guitar, and that at that point it wasn't about the money, it was like,
Tour.
oh, you're gonna give us like $60 to, oh, cool,
Thanks. I'll be able to eat for a couple days.
yeah, awesome, that'll pay for gas, so it was still, slightly funded by the college money that I got from my grandparents.
How far out was that?
That was just to Seattle and back, but we didn't play Seattle. We just went up there.
You went there.
Yeah,
to
so
sightsee
that's
a
how
bit,
it started the process of knowing that you can go on tour by yourself.
Yeah.
And then the band started, and then we're like, okay, we have 5 people that we gotta figure out how it works, you know. And then so we just, I mean, you just do the same thing, and you book the shows that make sense. Like if a show pays you a lot of money on a Tuesday night, you need to book it so that way you can play a show on a Friday night that doesn't pay you a lot, but you can be in front of the people that matter. You know. And so we just started going, and the first couple tours were. Everything was paid for. I mean, the only thing we paid for as individuals was food, you know, and the band never pays for alcohol. That's up to you. Unless, yeah. But then as the tours go on, now we're doing it still independently, but now the band pays for all the food. So now it's just alcohol, you know, I mean, or, you know, little stuff here and there. But
How long are you guys usually on the road when you go?
We've been on the road for 2.5 months, and we've been on the road for 6 months, and we've been on the. I mean, not 6 months, 6 weeks. I'm sorry.
6
No,
Jeez.
no. So I apologize. The longest tour we've ever done was 2.5 months, and that was that was Robert John the Wreck's first tour as Robert John the Wreck.
And
been
what
a
was
long
that?
time.
That was
From here to Seattle to Boston, from Boston to
Seattle to
Okay.
Boston.
South
Here to
Carolina.
Seattle is like
and then,
one thing.
Yeah, and then
then
South
Seattle to
Carolina to
Boston.
Nashville, and then Omaha, and then down through Texas and stuff.
So
like
how many stops did you make?
that. Oh, I don't know.
Really?
Too many to count.
I
were you
2.5
playing every
months.
single day? Or?
Oh no, I mean, you have your gaps. Like,
Yeah.
you have 3 days off on a Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and you have a place to stay, you know, with a family or friends of yours, and you know, there's no reason to try to go anywhere else because you have a place to stay, and like you just kind of you
hang.
relax after playing, you know, like 2 weeks straight. Like everyone needs just at least a day, you know,
Right.
and,
Yeah, just sit back.
and some days aren't even worth playing, you know, on a Monday night,
Yeah.
unless you play with a good local band. I mean,
No one's covering
you're
that
better
show.
off just staying put and not spending any money than trying to play, you know, a local bar that's going to pay you $50.
and you wear yourself out doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
So, you know, I mean, but we've done the 2-month thing, we've done the 6-week thing, we've done the 2-week thing, and you know, learning more and more about how we're doing it and making the connections and friends that we can
Right.
just go out and hit major markets in 2 weeks is really what we're trying to do now. Is you know,
Now, then that brings me to my next question. How do you say that this was a successful tour?
successful.
Yeah, it's a difficult
successful.
word.
It is. It's really hard.
3 syllables.
It's determined on like different things in my head. It's who you reached.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like we went up to Seattle in September and we played a beer festival for 1,000+ people, and we played a music festival for a couple thousand plus people, and because
And this is all you guys booking your own shows, right? Or do you have a tour manager now?
Oh no, it's all us. I mean, the Chinook Fest that we played in Seattle, they found us, and they helped book some stuff
wow.
up there. But it's not because we have a booking agent or anything like that.
Okay.
So because we played those 2 shows, it was some of the best shows we've ever played. More people than we usually play for, and if we didn't even get paid for those shows, it would be worth it for us, and we could come home and be like, that was successful.
Yeah.
You know, or it's the fact of you go out for 6 weeks and you come home and you're ahead. You know, you made money.
Yeah.
After 6 weeks of touring,
Right.
you made money, paying for gas, paying for hotels, which we don't use a lot of hotels. It's like one per tour if we
Yeah.
get stuck. But you come
where you
home
guys
and you
sleeping
have
at?
money in your bank, then that's a successful tour as well. So it's
Right.
2 different things.
Yeah.
How often do you guys have to rough it and just sleep in the van?
We've done that once or twice.
That's it?
Yeah, we have
Wow.
friends everywhere.
Okay.
That's really amazing.
Who are
gotten
willing
a
to
hotel
support
a couple
5
times.
people too?
Yeah, it's
5
great.
bearded men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Are they all
Andrew
bearded?
doesn't really have a beard. No, Andrew.
No,
Andrew,
Andrew tries, but
does he try?
well,
He's not
he
trying
has a
very
little
hard.
little
I can
a little
relate.
something on the
I can
bottom
relate.
there.
Bless his heart.
But he knows it. He's not going to pretend like he can. No, we have friends all over the place and family all over the place, and we are just blessed by how many people we know.
Yeah, really.
Very
Now,
cool.
how? I mean, are these friends that you made prior to being in a band, or you played a show and now you met some people at a bar?
It's
and,
both.
Wow,
It's both.
That's
I mean,
really
through
cool.
the Midwest, I mean, we've had friends that we've had for a while, so that's where we'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, and it's the difference between like, you play a show and you get done at 2:00, and if you drive an hour, you have a place to stay, or you don't have to drive an hour,
Yeah.
and it's like, might as well drive an hour if
Yeah.
you have to go that direction anyways and have a place to stay. So,
Yeah.
no, we just have met people on the road and have a lot of friends everywhere. I mean, Andrew has friends in Seattle and Portland, 2 major markets. So it's done easy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But it's just different stuff like that. That's a huge thing too. If you're planning on like get in a hotel every night. Like that's
expensive.
No independent band should be doing that.
Yeah.
Like
Can't
that's,
afford that.
That's way too much money.
Have you guys tried using the new like Airbnb? Where you're able to book rooms through private.
We've used Couchsurfers before.
Okay.
We've done that a couple times. We had good experiences, bad experiences, either way. Airbnb, I've looked up them not for touring, just for pleasure. And I don't really get it. Like, I don't want to go on vacation and stay with,
strangers.
Stay in a house with another person.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Same bed.
I don't know. Like, if I can just go to a hotel and just like trash it and then no one cares, like that's my vacation right there. No, but for
Kid Rock, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. But
Yeah. No, that's it sounds very doable. I mean, is booking the show the hardest part, or is getting there the hardest part?
booking the shows. I mean, you can drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. But booking the right shows is the hardest part, and we tend to do a lot of bar gigs during the weekdays.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, That way we can make, $700, $600 in one night.
Wow.
And have the rest of, and then that way on the Friday and Saturday, we can play these venue shows like someone played Detroit Bar.
People actually
get paid
come to the
$100.
Yeah.
And we can still have enough to cover that, but we're playing for these fans. We're not playing for drunk, rowdy people at a bar.
But how do you even negotiate the bar to give you $600-$700 to play a show?
You say, "Hey, we'd love to play at your bar," and then they say, "Okay, what's your compensation?" You say $600,
Oh,
and they say yes.
it's that easy, huh?
Wow.
Look at that.
That is.
I mean, or sometimes you get 300. I mean, it depends on the routing and on it depends on everything. Like
Yeah.
we're not going to go out of our way for $300 on a, on a random night unless it's like worth it. You know what I mean? And the Midwest is crazy too because a lot of those venues out there are mainly 3-hour gigs. Like that's what they book out there
Wow,
in
so
the
you
Midwest
need to
and
have
Iowa
tons of material.
and Nebraska. Like Omaha's different. They have actual venues, but like when you get into those dusty towns, like. Oh, what do you mean you can't play 3 hours? Or oh no, yeah, we have Friday open, 9 to 12, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to start as far as starting. Like you don't want to do that for the rest of your lives as being a touring bar band. Like that's not what we're trying to do. But when you start out, that's how you play there, and these people like you, and they buy your stuff. And you play for 3 hours, you play some covers, they buy your stuff and they like you, they sign up for your email list. And then when you go back to that town, then you play the venue in town with 2 of the local bands. And then these people come to the venue show.
Yeah.
And that's when you start building the thing.
see.
But
Yeah,
when
it
you
all
first
makes
start out,
sense.
you need to make money somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just gotta.
Are you starting to see the people coming back from, because I know you've
Yeah.
been out twice now. Or, well, I don't know how many times the band's
Yeah,
gone out.
yeah.
But, you're starting to see them come back.
Some places are like the same as they were the first time, and you're like, wow, what happened? But for the most part, people are coming back, and people are
great.
It's just the consistency of having that. You can't play 1 year and then come back to Oklahoma City the next year and pretend like people remembered you.
Yeah.
Like you got to be at these places, every 3 months, every 4 months to make a really big impression. And
Makes
so that's
sense.
what we're trying to do now is figure that whole out.
Well, listen, we are. I hate to cut you off, but we are
that's fine.
almost out of time. We have room for one more question. You got another question, Ben? Or is that it?
What do you feed your beard, and where can I get some?
What do you feed your beard? Is that the question?
Yeah, it's a product from Whole Foods. I think Sprouts has it as well, but it's called beard food.
Oh, very, very.
And
You
what
have to get the organic stuff I hear, though.
Yeah, well, it's Whole Foods and Sprouts.
Okay.
I mean, it's all organic.
Yeah, yeah.
You can buy. I think you buy it at Walmart too, but that stuff's not quality.
It's discount. You get what you pay for. I understand.
So they have it in spray form, or they have it in like a lotion form.
Yeah, yeah,
And what
yeah.
you do is you just
Work it in.
and you just work it into the beard.
I've seen
this.
where it has to be applied via
Maybe this little
eagle
bit.
talon. Like
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
really
Spread it on there,
shove it into-
and it really makes it shine.
yeah.
I hear it
And-
doubles as ferret food too. If you're in a pinch.
Beard or ferret, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Turns
pretty
out-
much the same thing.
Wait. One more serious question. Sorry. Let's get back on point here. If
Beard food brought to you by Roach.
let's say somebody wants to start. They've been planning. They want to go on a tour. What would be your advice to say? This
Do
is the
it.
first step.
Do it.
What's the first step though?
Book it.
Just do it.
Book it.
Okay. Call you and then you'll walk them through it.
Yeah. You have to find where you want to go Like
Yeah.
your first tour, don't go from here to Seattle to Boston, from Boston to South Carolina, and then to Nashville, and then to Texas, and then swirl back around to home. Your first tour, don't do that. Unless, if you're just going by yourself, don't do that. That'd probably be my biggest advice. Choose to go to San Francisco and play San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara and Ventura, and just do that for a week. See how it goes.
Great advice.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful.
then go to Portland and come back, and then go to Seattle and come back. If you go to Portland, you might as well go to Seattle. It's only 3 hours away.
You made the whole experience seem a little less scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not at
impossible.
all.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And that's the other thing. That
It's not
you
impossible.
think that you need a label to enable to get by in the music world, and the thing is, you don't.
Nope.
You really don't. You could do it yourself. I mean, you guys have released. You're about to release a third album, maybe in next
the new year.
Yep.
The new year.
And you've done it all on your own. Gone
Yep.
to a couple tours.
Yep.
Playing the shows.
I mean, we would love to find a booking agent, and we'd love to find a really good management team, and
because you don't want to be doing it anymore.
Yeah, but those are things we'd love to have, but at some
not a
point you got to
necessity.
do it.
Yeah.
And if you sit around trying to, who's going to put out this record? Like we need someone to put it out. If you just sit around like with that mentality, that's how some bands get great stuff, because they wait and like they wait it out till it happens, but we just aren't like that. We do things quickly. Like we go in the studio for 4 days and we get an EP done and it's ready to go, and we're always moving really quickly, and we don't want to wait for something to happen. We just want to do it, and we're going to figure it out ourselves if it doesn't happen.
So cool.
Great advice.
To button up, what's up next for you guys? What's on the horizon?
We're playing at Constellation Room on December 4th.
Very cool.
With Silent Comedy and the Devious Means.
It's gonna be a great show.
It's my birthday.
It is your birthday.
show.
And then we have a show at Viper Room.
Where's that?
It's in
LA.
Hollywood
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
on December 12th. Yep.
Cool. I'll trust you on that one.
Yeah, we're playing with some cool bands up there, and then Christmas happens. Like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
And then January happens, and we'll probably have a couple shows in January and
Hopefully a new album,
February,
perhaps.
and then South by Southwest happens, and then we're on the road.
right,
and it's just-
So you're gonna be busy, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
yeah,
just
but
in
at
a
least
few
I have
months.
the holidays to kind of.
There you go.
Yeah.
The calm before the storm.
Yes, yes, the calm,
Well, guys, that was
the
Robert
wreck
John.
before the storm.
I like that.
That was pretty punny.
That should be like an album title.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you,
no,
Josh.
we got to wrap it up. That's what I'm trying to say. Stop it.
Yeah. Well, Robert, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks
in
for
today.
having me.
I hope you
I
had a good time.
had a great time.
Yeah.
Again, this is Robert John from Jeremiah Red. No. Is that all right? Robert John from Robert John and the Wreck. Check him out on Facebook, iTunes.
Anywhere,
iTunes,
anywhere
Bandcamp,
that has music
Spotify,
online.
yeah.
Buy his music because it's freaking awesome, and we're looking forward to the new stuff coming out from Red Bull Studios. So that's going to be excellent. Today we also talked about Moonsville Collective and Smooth Hound Smith. Both are available on iTunes and Bandcamp. Check them out on Facebook as well. And as always, support your local music. Please support your local music. There's always stuff going on. Go out there, buy a ticket, buy an album, buy a T-shirt.
Yep.
Support your local bands.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
If you want to contact us, we're at podcast@unearthmusichub.com. We're on Facebook, Unearth Music Hub, 3 words, as well as on Instagram and Twitter. Our at names are unearth_MH. Look us up there. We're getting all those accounts going. Big thanks to everybody. Enjoyed the beers today. Enjoyed the music. Robert,
the guest.
It was okay having you here.
Oh,
at
thanks.
best.
Thanks.
At best.
Thanks for
And-
having me. I had a great time, guys.
Awesome. So that's our show.
Woo hoo hoo.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Woo hoo hoo.